Hey guys, so happy Wednesday. I'm super tired right now. We had a very long day at work today. We had post-work meetings and then an evening event. Didn't get home till like 8:30. I don't know. Late. It was late. It's late. So I'm just kind of tired and beat, but we wanted to check in because it's Wednesday, and Wednesday means it's What's Up Wednesday.
And the way we always start What's Up Wednesday is, of course, to thank our Patreons. And the two people we want to thank today, we have Stephen Q and
Pavel M.
Yes.
Big shout out, big thank you to you guys for backing us. We really appreciate it. You are really amazing. However, we do have some things to talk about.
We do have a couple of things to talk about. I think I will start this time.
Oh, please feel free. Go ahead.
I don't have much.
Okay.
But one thing that I did this weekend was watch this amazing documentary social experiment on Netflix called The Push.
Okay.
It's fascinating. The premise is going to sound ridiculous, so I mean I can't even say stick with it, but you really can't. You have to watch it. The whole premise of The Push is, can you manipulate someone to commit murder?
That's a terrible premise.
Total terrible premise. And you sit and you say, no, that is ridiculous.
Until somebody does
you
it.
Can't just manipulate someone that you just met to commit murder.
I certainly hope not.
It is a fascinating show. It's about an hour and 10 minutes. Like I said, it's a Netflix show.
I was going to ask, what is it on Netflix?
It's on Netflix. So no spoilers here, but one of the things that they do to see if you are something that's susceptible to
words are hard.
Doing this experiment is, one thing is you walk into a room. Let's imagine you walk into a room and there are two other people in this room.
Yeah.
When you walk in, they're standing up.
Okay.
Okay, you walk in, there's a bunch of seats, you're gonna sit down.
Yep.
A bell rings, those people then sit down.
Okay.
The bell rings, those people then stand up.
Okay.
So on and so forth. Are you going to be inclined to want to stand and sit with these people even though no one told you to do it?
They've proven this, yes.
Yes. So they took those people and weaned them down to a suspect to see if they can get him to essentially commit murder.
Crazy.
Which I was thinking in the show, well, if he does it, does that kind of make him a murderer?
Yeah.
It is truly fascinating.
Yeah.
It is a show that when I watch, I normally am not like stressed out or have anxiety when I watch any show. This show, I questioned a lot of things.
This is why I don't watch shows like that.
Yeah. It's so subtle how they built to the climax where I was like, I would do that. That's not bad. And you really see how it gets there. Truly fascinating. Check it out, please. Netflix, The Push. I really enjoyed it.
So the show I've been watching doesn't have anything to do with that.
It's also not as good.
That's not true. I'm watching Poldark for the first time. I don't know if any of you have watched it. It is extremely enjoyable. It is set in England, specifically in Cornwall, in the 1780s, I believe, after the Revolutionary War. It's a fantastic drama, but the thing that I find to be the most, well, I like the story, yes, but it really displays Cornwall really well. If you've never been to Cornwall, it is one of the most beautiful places in the entire world.
You've been there?
Yes.
Okay.
Oh my god, the water there in the summer, it is so blue. It's like, you know how you see pictures where a kid has like scribbled in like cerulean blue or like the most beautiful teal, and you're like, well, that's a fake color because like oceans don't look like that.
Like the East River.
No, it is some of the clearest, most beautiful water.
Is that what makes the show great?
Stunning.
The water?
No, I'm just saying that I love Cornwall and I really want to go back, and I want to take you sometime. You want to go to England with me?
I mean, we'll see.
Okay, but anyway, so I'm watching this show and it's making me relive my time when I lived in England, and it's really awesome. It's like a bonus to watching a show that I think is pretty good is, hey, I've been there. Lizard Point, went there.
Like every time I watch,
stepped in the water, it was really cold.
Every time I watch a TV show or a movie in New York, I'm like, oh, I know that.
Yeah,
wait, you can't jump from 96th Street
down to 23rd.
No,
it doesn't
it's not.
Work like
that's
that.
not how things work.
No, and it doesn't work like that in Cornwall either. And they filmed some of it actually in Bath at Prior Park House, which is a place that I've been. Never mind. Okay. Anyway, it's a good show and doesn't have anything to do with his silly show that he watched.
It was a good show. You should definitely watch it. The other thing, which was just announced.
What?
Just announced.
What thing?
Paizo.
Oh, yeah, this was exciting.
It's been 9 years, but Pathfinder is getting 2nd edition. So Pathfinder, for those of you D&D, all that good stuff, Pathfinder kind of worked off of D&D's 3.5 edition. And that's what they kind of built their framework.
We're tired.
That's what they built it off of. Well, it's been 9 years since that was released, and now 2.0 is coming out.
Yeah.
They're calling for an early August release.
Sounds like Gen Con.
Which means Gen Con will be a copy. They are releasing free stuff. Like the playtest all going to be put on for free. Really cool. And they're going to release a limited amount of books at first. So I'm hoping that we get one of those.
Well, you'll have to pre-order.
Yeah, I want to see what the differences are. You know, what they've changed from there to now. But it's supposed to be quicker, kind of like what 5th edition is for D&D.
I don't think it's going to be that much, but we'll see.
But there's going to be some things, and I'm excited to see how it is. Cool. I mean, the little bit that I've read sounds super interesting.
Awesome.
And I want to check it out.
Very cool. Very, very cool. Well, this past weekend, we played a lot of games. And we didn't just play D&D, although we did play D&D for 10 hours on Saturday. That is literally my entire weekend this past weekend was D&D, which was great. It was great. There's a lot of D&D. That makes me really happy.
Too much D&D.
I'll talk about it in tomorrow's video. I have a feeling tomorrow's video is just going to be a rundown of all the D&D that I've played recently, because there's been a lot. But we actually had a chance to play Gloomhaven again, and I forgot how much I like Gloomhaven. The thing that I don't like about Gloomhaven is actually setting it up. It does take a long time to set up. There are a lot of pieces. You have to set up the board, then you have to set up the things on the board, then you have to get out all the monsters, then you have to make all the standees, then you have to put like the monster sheets together, then you have to get out the car. There's a lot of setup.
But it's such a good game.
But it's such a good game.
There is a reason why it's #1 on Board Game Geek.
Such a good game. And so while we were at PAX Unplugged back in November, I picked up the Gloomhaven Broken Token insert.
You did a video on it.
I did a video on it. And I had a little issue with it. I didn't understand how to put it back together, all the things back in the box, but it was also really late and I was really tired. Not unlike right now. So don't have me try to put things back in a box right now. But really 100% worth it. If you have Gloomhaven and you despair for organizing all of the pieces, because Lord Almighty, there are a lot of pieces, get yourself the Broken Token Gloomhaven insert because it is so
I'm gonna say beyond that, most of Broken Tokens, we have a few of them and they're all really good.
Yeah, I would say this one is killer though, because there are so many pieces in Gloomhaven, and one of the things that happens when you first get the game is you punch out all the monsters and you go, how the hell am I going to organize all these monsters? They come with these really awesome sort of deck boxes for each different type of monster that you can put all of the different standees and the cards for that monster in the same box together, and they're labeled on the outside and they all get organized alphabetically together. It is so much easier to find all the pieces. It definitely saves a huge amount of time during setup, which is already a very lengthy setup. So worth it, 100% worth it. I would buy it again in an instant. So value.
I would love nothing more than to get a bunch more Broken Token inserts.
I think there's some games that need it, and then there are some games that don't need it. I would say Gloomhaven is the first game.
But they don't just make it for everything. They make it a fair amount of games. I think there's one for, what do you call it? What's your favorite game?
I have a lot of games.
The card ones, which I can't think of right now.
The card ones?
Yeah, it's all cards. Your deck building one.
A Dominion.
Dominion. I think they have a Dominion one.
We just put all that in a bit box.
Sure, but I really enjoy Broken Token.
Yeah, really.
We should look to get more. Or Broken Token, if you want to send us one to review,
sure,
we will gladly review it because you guys are awesome.
We like y'all lots.
But I think that was it for me. It was a pretty calm. It was D&D. It's D&D and
D&D
and the push, and that's exciting.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That's it.
That's pretty much it.
That's
it was a long day. It was a long day, and if you've noticed,
I was gonna say,
if you looked,
there's an elephant. It's a very small one in the room.
We have, how many names do we have so far?
I guess 3.
3. We have Deborah. We have, what was the other one?
I don't know.
It was with a V.
Viviva.
Viviva?
I don't know.
Viva? And then there was with an F.
I don't know.
Flo.
I don't know. I don't.
Flow Rider? I don't know.
I don't know. You should.
But she's still here.
No.
She's
not gonna be
kind of cool.
Longer. No.
I'm kind of becoming a fan.
No.
If you don't know what we're talking about,
No.
check out yesterday's
No.
terrifying surprise video. In a short amount of time,
No.
she's gonna be climbing on Emma.
Oh my
she's
God,
gonna
no.
love reading about it.
No.
But that is for another time. Until then, thank you guys so much for watching. Don't forget to like, subscribe, share, support us on Patreon, and don't forget to help us name our new little friend over here.
No, guys.
Until then, we'll talk to you next time.
Bye, guys.